All right, so here we are, ringette evening. Going to be the Calgary RATH versus the BC Thunder at Winsport Arena. So if you're wondering who's who, RATH is in the dark jerseys, which is a new jersey for them, just debuted right now on this very ice time. They've made some new, a third set of jerseys. So they have the reds, the whites, and now I think these are blacks or very dark blues. Not sure. BC Thunder in the whites. Just doing the warm-up now, getting going here. Another 2 minutes on the warm-up, 2:40. All right, we're getting some littles on the ice here. I thought it was at halftime, but looks like they're coming out to skate. So cute. South Cal. I think their jerseys say. I'm not sure what level it is. Oh, somebody said it was step U10, step 2, or... Oh, going for a skate with the RATH. That's super cool. And they get in the scrum. They can be right in the middle of the scrum and It's really great of these NRL teams to connect with the younger generations and have some fun. All right, looks like the Thunder's going to be starting with the ring here. Can't quite see who that is. What number? Number 5. That's going to be Ewan. Has number 19 backing her up, Gustafson. And it looks like Harvey's in net for the RATH. And I can't see the number of the Thunder goaltender. Oh, Thunder with the ring. Paradise circling around the net, setting up. As Simser coming across, pass across, gets through the crease and into the corner. 8 seconds on the shot. Simser across the top of the circle, got the shot off, and Harvey had to make a kick save. So Thunder get a rebound and a reset. And are going to set up for a change here, going to the bench. Speedy number 7 there, Bouchard, gets checked off the ring, picked up by Armstrong for the RATH. Armstrong's going to cycle it back behind the net. Now gets to the blue line, up for Wheeler, I believe. Wheeler bobbles it, and then Armstrong comes in to help out. Armstrong sends it across. It's going to bank off a Thunder player and end up on the stick of Ung. Ung's going to send it in all the way for Gillespie into the corner. Gillespie out in front. Brown is there, gets a shot off, and I thought the goalie touched that and there was a reset, but the shot clock expired and it's a goaltender ring. So Thunder out with it. Up to number 5 again. There's Ewan. Ewan drop pass. Speedy entry there for the Thunder. Dick drops it for number 2, Williams. Williams is going to wait for the Thunder to change up their line. Ring comes out across the line. Long shot. Harvey with the save. That was Takasaki with the shot. Now Rock with the ring behind the RATH net. Has to get through some traffic and couldn't find a player to pass to, so circling back. Now it's up for Anderson. Anderson slows it down at the red line and winds up, gets it in deep for Hazel. Hazel's on the attack, gets a reset, rebound in the corner. Sauvé battling there. Sauvé coming away with it, gets it across to Anderson. Anderson through the triangle, but good check there by the Thunder. RATH are going to change the lines up. Meyer across the top of the triangle over for Sauvé. Sauvé's going to drop it for Aaron Ung. Check by Thunder, gets the ring off the stick of Ung. Will is at the line to put it back in. Shot, rebound. Meyer had a chance at it and just missed the net on the rebound. Good save on the initial shot. Number 29 is in net, so that's McDonald for the Thunder. Meyer in tight, tried to get it over to Brewster, and nice pick off there by number 11, which is Hannison. Now the quick out, Paradise. Oh, big shot. Good save, or did she hit the side of the net? Great chance there for Thunder. As Crow with it through the triangle, gets it across for Paradise. Paradise tries to make a move and loses the ring to the corner, goes back, picks it up. Thunder still with control. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harvey got a rebound and it came back in the crease, so now it's to Marlborough. Marlborough leaves it for Ung. Ung's going to find Brown just across the line. Brown loses it, but Marlborough following through helps out. Marlborough across center ice, sees Brown wide open. Brown through the top of the circle, open, good shot, saved by McDonald. And McDonald's just going to hang on to it as Brewster, I believe, was on the door, or no, Gillespie was on the doorstep, waiting for a pass. So it is going to be a RATH ring in the offensive zone. Sauvé is going to start with it. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Sauvé puts it across for Anderson, who is checked by number 22. That's Marissa Dick. They're former teammates, so they know each other's moves, I think. Now Marissa on the attack gets into the zone. Dropping it for Chorney. Chorney skating around, looking for an opening, takes the shot. It misses the net. Picked up by Williams. Williams with a shot, and that was the side of the net. The ref called a reset, though. RATH seemed to find it. Hemstreet's looking for Anderson, can't quite get free, and now sends it in for Sauvé. Sauvé is hauled down, no call on that one. And Thunder are back the other way. There's Kemp up to Williams. Williams slows it down in the offensive zone, drops it for Chorney, and they're going to go to the bench. Fresh on the ice is the captain, Takasaki. Gets it over. Triangle was broken, but recovered now. Side of the net shot, trying to get the rebound, but the ring stayed in the crease. Harvey's going to send it out to Rock on the left side of the goaltender. Rock can't find an opening, circles back again. And now Thunder falling over, it gets down. Nice stab by Aaron Ung in the offensive zone, trying to thread the needle. And Brewster finds the loose ring. Brewster's going to try to drive, and number 19 shuts the door, Gustafson, for the Thunder, and a shot clock violation for the RATH, so it's going to be McDonald with a ring toss here for the Thunder. McDonald sending it behind the net. Gustafson up to center ice for Beach, I think. And they get into the offensive zone. Thunder with the ring, but they are checked hard. That's Kira Hodge with it right now. Kira Hodge across for Takasaki and tried to get the shot off as she was falling down, but couldn't get it off. Now RATH pick it up. Meyer all the way up to Hazel at center ice. Hazel gets checked, double checked, and loses the ring. Floats into the Thunder zone, and now Thunder are away. That's Rogers home with it. Number 8, Horn, sorry. Thunder setting up now. That Simser sends it across. Hannison gets a shot off, gets the reset, and now the RATH are kicking it up out of the zone. Gillespie sending it off the boards to Wheeler. Wheeler has to battle for it in the corner. Wheeler coming away with it. BC Thunder setting up on their triangle. Wheeler taking it out of the ringette zone. Big shot. Good save by McDonald just off the shoulder. RATH trying to pick up the rebound in the corner. And now I think it's Gillespie with the ring. Gillespie dropping it to Hemstreet, and Hemstreet's going to circle. RATH got a fresh clock on that last shot. 5:30 left in the first quarter. Hemstreet through traffic, gets it, tried to pass it through to Anderson, and that was cut off. Now picked up by Dick. Dick cycles behind the Thunder net, throws it across, and can't find anybody. Now it's on the stick of Chorney. Chorney Nice pass up to Williams. Williams centering pass. Nobody was there. Rock picks it up, and they're going to call a crease violation against RATH. So the ring's going to go back to Thunder in the offensive zone. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. According to the scoreboard, if it's accurate, shots are 7-4 in favor of Thunder. Looks like Bichard is going to start with the ring. Sends it to Chorney. Chorney back to Bichard. Bichard over to Chorney. Chorney with a big shot. That's over the net. Picked up behind the net by Bichard. Williams following her on a cycle. Another shot. Misses the net according to the shot clock operator. And now another shot. It stays in the crease. Harvey hangs on. Sends it to Ung. Ung up to Armstrong. Armstrong can't find an opening. Hard pressed. Fights off a check. Now gets it up to Ung. Ung is checked. Well, BC Thunder putting a lot of pressure on here to the RATH. And a slow pass up to Brewster is picked off by Ewan. So the Thunder send it back the other way into the RATH zone. Now a pass up to Williams. Too far for her. Armstrong grabs it. She's out and away to Wheeler. Wheeler can't find an opening she likes. In a bit of trouble as the RATH is changing. Hazel off the bench gets the ring in the corner. Had to race for that one. Now sends it back to Gillespie. Gillespie out in front for Wheeler. Wheeler tried the one-timer and didn't get a stick on the ring. Now another one-timer blocked by number 19, Gustafson. McDonald sending the ring out. Drops it. Gustafson with it behind the Thunder net. Gustafson gets it out to Beach. And now Beach over to Ewan in the offensive zone. Ewan behind the net. Drops it for, right out in front for Beach, and missed-stab there. Goes to the corner. Long shot. Harvey with the save, and they're going to call it Thunder ring. Just got the shot off before the clock expired, and the rebound came out of the crease. So Thunder will change their lines up. On comes Paradise. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of these. According to my list, it's Paradise. Now that's Simser. Simser across. Nice shot. Good save by Harvey. Hannison took the shot. Side of the net. Ring ends up behind the net. Hannison back to Simser. Simser over across to Paradise, and it was picked off by Rock. Now Brown has it. Brown back into the zone for Hemstreet. Hemstreet has to double pump it. Gets it over to Hazel. Hazel up for Gillespie. Gillespie, nice stab on the move. It's going to one-hand it around the net. Gillespie flying through traffic. Gets through. Gets the shot off at McDonald. Big save. BC Thunder with a hot pass. Ava Wills able to pick that off at center ice as it went through about three players. Now one-timer. Meyer fakes the shot. I thought she was going to do a one-timer, but she waited for McDonald to come across, and Meyer put it back the other way. RATH strikes first at 1:50 left in the first quarter, 1-0. All right, Thunder with the ring. Thunder sending in Chorney. Chorney to number 26, which is Crow behind the net. Crow comes to the top of the circle, across for Bichard, and a shot on is held by Harvey. Harvey sends a high toss up to Meyer, or no, Will, sorry. Will back into her own zone for Marlborough. Marlborough's going to find Anderson open at center ice. Anderson has Sauvé right in front of the net. Sauvé with a shot. Wide open. The goalie has it. That was a pretty lucky break there for the RATH and a good save by McDonald. McDonald held on to the ring, didn't know where it was, so it's going to be a RATH ring. Brewster's going to take the shot, driving for the rebound. Ung is there, and it ends up on the stick of Beach. Beach sends it over to Ewan, and Ewan gets it out to center. RATH is fighting for it there, and they're going to call a move it or lose it in favor of Thunder. So Thunder's going to get the ring at center ice. Ewan's going to start with it. Ewan sends it back. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice play by Hazel to block the pass in, and Rock picks up the loose ring. Trying to find an open player at center ice. Sydney Rock cycles back into her behind her net, gets it up to Brewster, and now Brewster finds Rock on the attack. Wheeler's out in front. Rock sets up Ung over to Wheeler. 15 seconds. Wheeler gets the shot off, trying to get a reset. The rebound stays in the crease, and McDonald sends it out behind the net. Good check there by the RATH. Turn the ring over. 2 seconds left. Got to shoot it. Brown doesn't see the clock, and time will expire for the first quarter. On to the second quarter. According to the scoreboard, the shots are 11 in favor of the RATH, now 10 for the Thunder. All right, starting the second quarter. Pretty fast game so far, lots of action and quick transitions. For both teams, this is their second game of the day, so not showing any signs of fatigue in the first quarter. Second quarter, RATH will be starting with the ring. It's going to be Marlborough sending it over to Gillespie. Gillespie back to Marlborough. Marlborough is checked off the ring as she enters the zone. Thunder come away with it. Dick with it. Long lead pass. I believe that was Paradise picking it up and tried to get the shot off. Good check at the last minute. Battle behind the net. Ends up on the stick of Paradise. And behind the back pass from Marlborough goes back to the Thunder, so they get a fresh clock. And now a loose ring is going to be grabbed by Will. Will drives up the middle, can't find an open forward. Now gets it over to Brown. Brown off the skates of Gillespie. Gillespie into the corner. Big check there by Kemp. But RATH are able to come away with it with some help from Gillespie. So Gillespie and Brown now. Circling, drop pass for Meyer. Meyer off the bench, tries to get the shot off and couldn't get the ring through traffic. Good block by the Thunder defender. McDonald fires a nifty toss up high, and Hazel is going to get in the way of that pass. A long pass up for Meyer. Meyer streaking in, gets through, and the ring drop pass for Gillespie. Gillespie with the ring now across the top of the circle to Anderson. Anderson with a backhand shot. Rebound stays in the crease. Good save, McDonald. McDonald sending it up to Kemp now. Kemp at the blue line, turn back. Over to Dick. Dick's finds an open player. That's Bouchard. Bouchard with a long pass in for Chorney in the corner. Six seconds left on the shot clock for Williams to do something. Williams breaks through the triangle and goal by Bouchard, picking up the loose ring and lifting it up into the top corner over Harvey's shoulder. Thunder have evened things up at one apiece. 10:48 left in the second quarter. Good shot there by Bouchard. Armstrong starting with it for the RATH at center ice. Sends it up to Brewster. Brewster gets bumped off the ring. Will comes in to help out. Now finds an open Wheeler. Wheeler behind the back pass to Ung. Ung circles. Thought. I'm not sure if that was a pass. Nobody was in front though. He was trying to bank it off the goalie's leg or something. Now Thunder are away with it. Thunder, it's a race to the ring. Ung and... they call it a goalie ring, so not sure. I guess Crow had the stab first for Thunder. Oh, contested. Armstrong is checked hard as picks up the goalie toss. Now Armstrong manages to break away, finds Aaron Ung at center ice. Now Aaron Ung back up the boards for Armstrong. Armstrong leaving it for Brewster. Brewster's going to go to the bench. Wheeler drop pass for Hemstreet. Hemstreet. Another shot clock violation by the RATH. So that's been a few for the RATH. Haven't been able to get a shot off before the clock expires. Gustafson with the ring now. Gets it up to center for Beach. Beach at the line, can't find anybody, has to circle back. Now is trying to hit number 8, but Marlborough was right there. That looked dangerous. Marlborough gets out. Nice spinorama move by Hemstreet. Sends it in for Gillespie. Gillespie's battles 2 players in the corner. Comes away with it, gets it to Hemstreet. Hemstreet has an opening, tries to get the shot off, gets it over to Brown. Brown picks it up off the boards, tries to bust through the triangle. That doesn't work very often at this level, but everybody likes to try that move. Now McDonald sending the ring out. Thunder in on the attack. Shot goes up over the net, picked up by Simser in the corner. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Thunder to do something. Bouchard comes on, takes the ring. 6 seconds. Across the top of the triangle, shot. Harvey with a save. Rebound comes right back to Bouchard. She drops it for Chorney. Chorney cycles behind the net. Chorney with a backhand shot. Harvey with another save and a rebound grabbed by the Thunder. Bouchard out in front. Backhand shot. That one misses the net. Nice play there by Hodge. Bouchard with a shot. Armstrong gets checked instantly when grabbed the rebound, so Chorney's able to find it. Good pressure here by the Thunder. Three resets on their offensive zone. Now they're sending in a new line. RATH D is stuck there. Oh. Check across. Armstrong comes and Wheeler helps out, and a crease violation against the RATH is going to give the Thunder another fresh clock in the offensive zone. Beach is going to take it. Crow and Takasaki is in front of the net. Crow's up against the boards. Well, Beach is going to fake the shot, send it back to Crow. Crow circles around the net, looking for an opening, gets through the top, takes the shot. Harvey got a piece of it, and Will is there to grab the rebound, but they are going to call it a move it or lose it. Back to Thunder. Crow with the ring. Takasaki now with it. Takasaki finds an opening, gets the ring through, and it rolls into Harvey. Harvey kicks it out. Will was not ready for that and ended up on the stick of Crow, I believe. Crow sends it behind the net. Beach is going to pick that one up. So Thunder getting in a line change in. Hannison with it now. Hannison finds an opening, takes the shot, and misses on the far side. Will is there to put some pressure on Simser. Simser doesn't get the shot off in time, so it's going to be a goalie ring. Harvey is going to send it behind the net. Oh, good pressure by the Thunder as Hemstreet has to come back to pick up the goalie ring, and they're saying the clock was running or not running. So we got Springer. Springer for the Jays doing the scoreboard. Not sure exactly what happened, but they're resetting in the defensive zone. RATH is going to have a defensive zone ring to the left of Harvey. They're running a fake. Hazel and Rock setting up. So putting a bit of time back on the clock. I think it either didn't start or something. Now Rock sends it over to Ung, up to Rock. Rock gets through, sending it in for Meyer, but that was intercepted by Paradis. And getting the check on is Rock, and Rock's going to get a penalty for that check on. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. Paradis. So first penalty of the game goes to Rock, 2 minutes for tripping. Power play for the Thunder. Chorney's going to start with it. Chorney kicks the ring back to Williams. Williams to Chorney. Chorney across to Bouchard. Bouchard's going to take it off the boards. Bouchard centering pass gets through everybody. Will trying to pick it up for RATH, and Williams finds it. Broken triangle here, taking the shot. Thunder missing the net. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Now a big kick out. Good save by Harvey. Wheeler sends it over to Armstrong dodges a check and loses the ring. Thunder send it back. Dick finds Chorney. RATH recover. Now Dick with the ring as the Thunder are sending reinforcements from the bench. Takasaki across, streaking in all alone, and backhand shot is Crow making the moves through the triangle. As I said, that doesn't usually work at this level, but somehow manages to get through the whole triangle and beat Harvey on the low post under the blocker over the pad. Power play goal for the Thunder. Marlborough starts with it now, gets it over to Ung. Aaron Ung. Actually, haven't seen Rachel Ung for a little bit. Not sure if she's okay. Or Hemstreet now with the ring. Hemstreet across the top of the circle, trying to pass it back, but there was no passing lane. Keeps it, takes the shot, whips it wide with, that should do it for the shot clock as Aaron Ung tries to get a shot off, and that didn't make it to the net. McDonald is going to send a high toss all the way up to number 9, Hodge. Hannison gets the ring at center ice, sends it across for Gustafsson. Gustafsson drops it. Now number 11 has it. Hannison. Paradis with the shot. Missed on the side, so no reset, and Hazel manages to tie up the loose ring until a shot clock buzzes, so it's a goalie ring. Harvey sends it out to Hemstreet. Hemstreet looking for somebody. Now finds Ung on the move. Ung runs into traffic and pushed over by Dick. And I think they're going to call that body. Dick is going to get the penalty, 2 minutes. A little bit of contact there. Meyer starts with it in the offensive zone. Back to Sauvé. Sauvé out in front. That didn't get through. Hit the goaltender McDonald. And now Sauvé blocks it. Anderson in tight. Over for Meyer. Meyer picks it out of her skates. Over to Anderson. Anderson to Sauvé. Now to Meyer. Meyer is checked to Anderson. Anderson makes the move. McDonald is out. Oh, Anderson tried the wraparound, and McDonald looks a little bit injured. Didn't see what happened there. Trainer's out to assess McDonald, and looks like she's stretching her neck a little bit. Well, it looked like she's up and she's okay. I think she's going to stay in. Getting her stick back, shaking it off. Taking a drink of water, so it looks like she's going to stay in. Backup goalie was getting ready on the bench, but McDonald is okay to stay. So a RATH ring in the offensive zone, still a power play for 1:25. Sauvé is going to start with it. Sauvé gets the ring across and it goes into the zone, and that was, I'm sure the Thunder touched that in the crease, but the ref didn't call it, so Thunder send it all the way down and into the mesh. There's Rock with it now. Rock finds Meyer. Meyer back to Rock, so RATH are going to set up now here. Shot, scores. Wheeler with a quick shot that from outside the triangle. That's pretty rare of that one to make it through the whole triangle like that. But McDonald maybe still a little shaken up from the injury. Couldn't pick that one up. So a power play goal for the RATH is going to tie things up at 2. So 2 power play goals. 1 for each team to even it up. Gustafsson with the ring now. Gustafsson sending it in. That is Hodge behind the net. Now bringing it up to the top of the circle. Hodge finds Takasaki, back to Hodge. 6 seconds on the shot clock, into the crease. The ring dribbles, and Harvey's going to grab that. Will with it now. Will finds Ung across the blue line, and Ung with a nifty backhand pass. Will gets the shot. Well, she was actually trying to pass across to Brewster, but it got intercepted. Good play by the defender of the Thunder there. Kemp now with the ring, gets it over to sorry, I'm not sure. Gustafsson now. Gustafsson up to Bouchard. Bouchard picking up some speed behind the RATH net. Bouchard has Williams, takes the shot. Harvey just gets the pad down in time and squishes the ring. And miscommunication there by Hemstreet and Harvey, as Hemstreet went one way and Harvey sent the ring right to the Thunder player. A shot was a good chance. Harvey with a save. 1:22 left in the first half. Bouchard getting set up with the ring at the top of the face-off circle. Long shot by Chorney. Harvey picks it up and now sends it over to Hazel. Hazel through traffic, gets checked, and they're going to call crease violation against the Thunder. So they didn't. 5-second violation, and now it's goalie ring. The RATH were changing, so they only had 1 player in the defensive zone. Luckily, Rock was able to pick that up. Backhand play. Brown finds Gillespie. Gillespie across for Meyer, and Meyer couldn't pick up that one. It was a bit too speedy. Thunder quick to send it back the other way. Hannison gets it in deep behind the net for Williams. 30 seconds left in the first half. Centering pass. Ends up on the stick of Hannison. Nice shot. Turned and whipped a shot off at the net. Harvey with a save, and the loose ring is picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong finds Brown. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong sees Gillespie in front of the net and can't get the ring through the defender. Nice pick off there by Dick, but she put the ring in the crease, so it's a crease violation against Thunder. Gillespie's now going to start with it with 6 seconds left, 6.4 seconds left on the half. So probably going to be a shot here. A couple screens to Meyer. Meyer back to Gillespie. Tried the one-timer. And that'll do it for the half. Nice try, but couldn't get the one-timer off, so we will break there for 15 minutes, catch a drink and a break, and we'll see you after the flood. All right, we are back for the second half here of a high-flying game. Lots of speed, lots of transition, lots of shots, actually. Thunder is out shooting the RATH 24-13 in the first half, according to the scorekeeper. Lots of action here. And the Thunder will be starting with the ring. That is Ewan over to Gustafson. Gustafson sends it behind the net to Parody. Parody back for Sims. Big shot from the top of the circle by Hannison, and I think Harvey got a piece of that. Rebound comes back to Parody behind the net. Parody drops it for Hannison. Hannison cycles to the top. Right in the crease area is Parody. And a crease violation against the Thunder is going to go to the goalie ring. Harvey sends it behind the net for Armstrong. Armstrong fast wheeling, gets it to Gillespie. Gillespie with a nice stretch pass to Armstrong. Armstrong flying down the ice. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Armstrong across for Gillespie. Gillespie gets it over to Ong. Ong with a one-timer. Nice save by McDonald. McDonald's back in the net, so got some attention in the dressing room, I think. Pass across, misses Anderson, and ends up on the stick of Hemstreet, but Anderson falls over and lands in the crease, so it's a crease violation against RATH. McDonald sends it up the left side. Quick pass up to Chorney at center. Chorney drops it for Gustafson. And now Bouchard with it. Bouchard is going to take it out of the ringette zone, gets a few checks, and a big shot. High shot from outside the triangle, the exact same shot that Wheeler did. Beats Harvey, so something about that angle. Goaltenders can't see it. It was hard shot on the ice, far post, and goes in. It was almost an instant replay of Wheeler's goal. Thunder up 3-2 with 11:24 left in the third quarter. Gillespie to Will. Will looking for an opening, can't find it. Now Will gets it up the center. Good stab by Gillespie. Gillespie over to Brewster. Brewster misses. Picks it up off the boards. Brewster back to Brown. Brown across the top of the triangle. Fakes the shot, takes a big shot, misses the net. And RATH come away with it, but the shot clock has expired, so it's going to be a goaltender ring. As McDonald kicks it up to Takasaki. Takasaki back for number 8, Rogers Horn. Now Thunder get it up to center ice. Beach drops back to Takasaki. And a bit of pressure here by Meyer. Almost turns the ring over, but the Thunder come away with it. Rogers Horn circles to the top of the triangle, takes the shot. Harvey with the save, and they're going to say it didn't get off in time, so a shot clock violation against the Thunder. Will with the ring now for the RATH. Tries to hit Brown. Brown missed as it went by into the Thunder zone, and it turned around by the Thunder. Kemp with it now. Kemp on the attack. Kemp dropping it for Hodge. Hodge for Hannison. Hannison's going to go for a skate around the net. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hannison looking for an opening, drops it short side to Crow. Crow with a backhand shot. And a goal off the rebound. Hannison beats Harvey Harvey went down, I think, and it went over her blocker, I believe. I didn't quite see how that got through, but 4-2 for the Thunder on a, thought was kind of a reset play there. .9:47 left in the third. Rock's going to start with it. Kicks it out to Ung. Ung sends it over the line to Rock. Rock flies in, gets it to Anderson. Anderson dropping it for Ung. Ung with a big shot. McDonald with a save off the mask. Rebound is collected by the RATH, so they get a fresh clock. Anderson wasn't ready for it. Bounced off her stick and out to neutral ice. Armstrong picks it up and sends it over to Rock. Now Rock hits Hemstreet. Hemstreet grabs the ring, circles behind the net. Forwards are winding up. Hemstreet takes the shot. It's deflected off a skate. Ewan and picks it up behind the net. Oh. Hannison with the ring, gets spun around, no penalty. And a two-line pass is jumped on by Armstrong. Armstrong to Sauvé. Sauvé finds Brown. Brown tracking behind the net. Thunder setting up. Drops to Brewster. Brewster in tight for Sauvé. Sauvé picks it up off the boards. Back to Brown. Brown picks it up off the boards. A bit of a battle. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Brown gets the shot off. Rebound goes behind the net and grabbed by number 5, Ewan. Ewan sends it behind the back to number 8, which is Rogers Horn. And now Williams sending it in for Rogers Horn, and she is checked. Ring comes to Hazel. Hazel is upended by Williams, but manages to get on her feet and pick up the ring. Hazel to Brewster. Brewster over to Sauvé. Sauvé with it now. Behind the back for Gillespie. Gillespie through the triangle. Drop pass to Ung. Ung fakes shots. Gets it over to Gillespie. Gillespie double pumps, loses it into the corner. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and that'll be another shot clock violation as the ring comes back to McDonald in the crease. McDonald's going to send it behind the net. Nope, she didn't like what she saw, so she hangs on for a turnover. RATH ring in the offensive zone. Meyer to Gillespie. And now that's Ung with it. Back across the line. Nice stab by number 9 there. That was Hodge, and they're going to call a penalty against Will for checking too hard. BC power play. Looks like Hannison's going to start with it for Thunder in the offensive zone. Hannison sends it back to Simser. Simser, side of the net for Hannison. Nice shot. Good save by Harvey. Rebound was there. RATH couldn't grab it. Now Armstrong is flying to pick it up. Can't quite get there. Parody comes away with the ring off the boards. Okay, Hannison back to Dick. Dick with the shot. Harvey got a piece of it, so the Thunder get a reset and pick up the rebound behind the net. Parody with it. Thunder are going to change their lines. On comes Bouchard. Bouchard drop pass for Chorney. Chorney with a big shot, and it beats Harvey. Another power play goal for the Thunder as it is now 5-2. And it looks like RATH is going to switch goaltenders as Nystrom's coming on. So Hazel starting with the ring now, gets it up to Sauvé. Sauvé dropping it to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Sauvé. Sauvé has a lane. Tries to break through the triangle, can't get anything there. Circles back, gets it through for Brewster. Brewster draws the penalty as number 8 is going to get called on hooking. That's Rogers Horn, I think. So now RATH is going to go up on a power play, hopefully. Get back in the game here. 5:53 left in the third quarter. Brown starting with the ring. Brown sending it out to Meyer. Meyer cuts across the top, dropping it for Brown. Brown dropping it for Gillespie. Gillespie back to Meyer. Meyer scores on a set play. It was like drop pass, drop pass, drop pass, ring around the net. Nice goal there by the RATH to score a quick power play goal. It's 5-3 now. .540 left in the third quarter. Thunder getting set. That's Hodge with the ring at center ice. Is going to kick it out to Ewan. Ewan backs it off. Back to Hodge. Back to Ewan. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. The Thunder trying to get into the zone and ends up on the stick of Wheeler. Brown finds the ring and quick pass to Wheeler doesn't connect, so the Thunder turn it right back in. Now across the top of the triangle, it doesn't quite connect. Up for Gillespie. Gillespie can't pick it out. Her stick is checked. And now a giveaway in front of the net to number 8. That's Brown. Brown waits for McDonald to go down, and a broken play ends up in the back of the net for the RATH. Brown with some good patience. Had an early Christmas gift. All alone in front of the net, and the ring ends up on her stick. 5-4. Two quick goals by the RATH. Get them to within 1 with 4:48 left in the third quarter. Dick with the ring, sends it behind the net. Crease violation on the RATH. 5-second count. There's Crow with the ring, gets it over to Chorney. Chorney from behind the net does not get the reset, but the ring comes to Marlborough. Marlborough is checked hard by Chorney, and Chorney comes away with the ring. Now Will battling. Chorney again comes away with it. Loses it to Hemstreet. Hemstreet battling. Hemstreet over to Will. Will got to move those feet. Now out to center ice. Ong with the ring. Ong looking for Marlborough. Finds Marlborough off the boards, and everybody is upended, and a reset as the BC player just took a bit of a bump, and she's skating slowly. Who is that? Looks like Dick. Thunder with a shot and a goal. Sorry, I was checking on the BC player. Number 2, Williams, had a nifty move at the last second. May have been was able to outweight Nystrom, who's in net now for RATH. Sauvé with the ring. Sauvé gets it into the corner for Brown. Nice stab by Brown. Brown fakes it, gives it to Sauvé. Sauvé through, and I'm not sure. It looks like RATH is going to get the penalty. Sauvé gets 2 minutes for charging. Don't see that very often, but if the defender's set up and not moving, you cannot run them over. .307 in the third quarter. Beach is going to start with it in the offensive zone for Thunder. Power play. Takasaki is up against the boards, and it looks like Williams in the slot. It does look oh, they're going to say it stays in the zone because it can be a RATH ring. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure why that is. It does look like Dick is a little bit shaken up on the bench for the Thunder. Has her helmet off. Meyer to Brown. Back to Meyer. Meyer can't quite pick it up cleanly. Goes back across the line over to Brown. Brown has a hot pass, and the bouncing ring ends up on the stick of Wheeler. Wheeler into the slot area. Meyer couldn't find it. Thunder are away. Hannison with it. Hannison with a long lead pass. Parody is open. Missed the stab, picked it up from behind the net. Parody dances around the front, and they're going to call two penalties are called, two different refs, or is it the same penalty? RATH are going to have two in the box for sure. Wheeler gets one. And Thunder get one too. So Parody's going to get a penalty for body or roughing or something, and but RATH are going to be down by two players, so it's a 4-on-3, which is a pretty rare situation. Only two can go in the zone on either side for the RATH. Thunder can still send in three. They're only down one player. They're just trying to get the scoreboard all locked up. 2:23 left in the third quarter. Shots are 31-18 in favor of Thunder. So the RATH send it back into the neutral zone. Armstrong's going to pick it up and try to kill some time on the clock. Skating it around. Getting it in deep for Gillespie. Gillespie with a nice stab. That was a tricky play. And Gillespie's going to send it back to Rock. Rock finds Armstrong. Armstrong with a wicked stab. Battles through 3 Thunder players. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to get the shot off. Doesn't work. And now the Thunder come away with it. They're going to try to set up in the offensive zone. 40 seconds left on the first penalty to Sauvé for charging. Now the Thunder. Chorney with it. Chorney behind the back. Quick over to Bouchard. Bouchard double pumped that. Otherwise, that would have been a for sure goal. Nystrom came across, but was plenty of open net. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and a shot clock violation against the Thunder with 18 seconds left. Armstrong's going to race to the bench, even though they only have 2 in the zone. Ring comes to Rock. Rock has 2 on, sends it up the boards to Will. Will is going to send it up to, not sure who that is, Gillespie. Gillespie with a huge battle gets it into the offensive zone, and that should do it for the player advantage. So it should be go in, go in, go in. Thunder are changing as well as the RATH in a critical moment. Both teams not having enough players on the ice. A shot from sharp angle goes off of Nystrom and kicks out to Will. Will sends it up to Hemstreet. That was not an easy pickup. And so Thunder grabs it, puts it right back in the offensive zone. So it is a 4-on-4 for another 12 seconds, and then it'll be back to 5-on-5 as both penalties were called at the exact same time. Shot, rebound, and a crease violation. Draws a whistle and a goalie ring. 3 seconds left on the 2 penalties. Nystrom's going to send it over to Marlborough. Marlborough up the center for Hemstreet, and Hemstreet finds Ung. Ung is checked by Ewan, but manages to skate away. Parody comes in and rubs out Ung. And that'll be a frozen ring going to the goalie. McDonald's going to pick it up. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. And McDonald sends it behind the net. And that'll do it for the third quarter. So 6-4. Quite a few goals there in that third quarter. According to the scoreboard, shots are 32-18 in favor of Thunder. All right, on to the fourth quarter. Man, it feels like about 10 o'clock. I can't imagine these players playing 2 games and everything they had to do in between games as well. Traveling and... All right, back to 5-on-5 ringette here. Rock is going to send it up to Sauvé. Sauvé, drop for Armstrong. Armstrong sees an opening in the corner. Anderson gets checked, sends it over to Sauvé in the corner. Good pressure here by the Thunder. Not letting RATH walk around with the ring in their own zone. Anderson back to Sauvé. Sauvé picks it up off the boards. Behind the net for Brewster, and another shot clock violation. Don't think I've seen this many shot clock violations good pressure by both teams, I guess. Keeping things from moving smoothly around the zone. Oh, a big check there by Sauvé and Anderson. Almost turned it over, but Thunder sending in reinforcements. Now Chorney at center ice touches the ring, and a long pass in is going to bounce beyond the Thunder player. Rock flying, gets it up to Sauvé. Sauvé to Meyer. Meyer has no one with her as the forwards are all changing. Now Brown comes in to help out. Good check by, or a good triangle. Bouchard is at the top of that triangle, keeping RATH away. Gillespie. Long shot, another shot clock violation by RATH, not being able to get a shot off. So good triangle pushing by the Thunder to prevent opportunities. Now Wheeler in the defensive zone finds the ring, gets it to Hazel. Hazel up to Gillespie. Gillespie's going to try to bounce it off the boards and doesn't quite get it there. And now it's a breakaway. It's a 2-on-none. Parody takes the shot and misses. And a giveaway by Hazel. Hazel right out in front for Hannison. Hannison with a shot and misses on the blocker side. So now Parody with the ring, trying to slow things down for Thunder. Oh, a quick shot gets the reset. That was, I think, what was that? Simser got the shot away, got a piece of Nystrom, and Thunder pick it up in the far corner. Takasaki passes it across. Gustafson comes in to help out. And now turned away on a check by Wheeler. Thunder throw it back into the zone, and Crow finds it. Crow with a nice one-timer to Beach. Beach got the shot off, and Nystrom with a great save. A loose ring is finally picked up by the RATH. Hemstreet runs into Crow and sends it back to Hazel. Hazel falls to the knees, tripping over it, sends it to Hemstreet. And Hemstreet finally gets it out to center. There's Anderson. Anderson in for Ung. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson with a big shot. Got the reset and the rebound. Now Anderson heads to the bench, dropping it for Brewster. Brewster's got to wait for reinforcements to arrive. Sauvé's in on the bench, in from the bench. Sauvé assesses the triangle, circles back. Top of the face-off circle and gets it into Brewster. Brewster tried to find an opening, but McDonald closed the door. Sauvé out in front for Brown. Brown couldn't find it in traffic, and Thunder send it out. There's Marlborough, last one back, getting the check on, and Bouchard has to send the pass to Chorney. Chorney back to Bouchard. 15 seconds on the shot clock now for Thunder. Long shot, Nystrom with the save and a crease violation against the RATH. Is going to give Thunder a fresh clock in the offensive zone. Chorney stays out, takes the ring, sends it over to Williams. Williams back to Chorney. Chorney cross to Bouchard to Williams. Backhand shot, and it's in the net. Oh, nice nifty play. Beats Nystrom under the glove or over the glove, and 7-4. Here's the score now for Thunder. 8:34 left in the fourth quarter. Thunder changes up their line. Armstrong starting with the ring. Armstrong over to Ung. Ung had to be careful there as Parody kind of played a pick play. Now Gillespie gets it in deep behind the Thunder net. Over to Ong. Ong misses the stab. Picks it up off the boards. Ong in around the corner for Gillespie. Gillespie just throws the ring into skates, and Thunder are able to pick it up. Now Hannison finds, oh wow, great shot there by Rogers Horn. Nystrom with a good save, as both the RATH defenders went to cover the other Thunder player and left Horn wide open. Now that's Beach with the ring for Thunder. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Beach with a backhand shot. Gets the reset and the rebound. Man. Thunder just working the offensive zone. It's Crow with the ring. Crow behind the back pass. That was Takasaki with a backhand shot. Missed the front of the net. Got the side of the net. And now they called a reset. I didn't even see what happened there. Goalie must have got a small piece of it, but the RATH are able to fight their way onto the ring. Rock sends it up for Hemstreet. Hemstreet with a long pass into the corner, and Sauve is able to dig it out. Sauve across for Brewster off the bench. Brewster with a nice move, good shot. And I don't know if McDonald got a piece of it or if it went over the net, but now Brewster in tight for Anderson. Anderson, sharp angle shot. McDonald with the save, a reset. Anderson drops it for Sauve. Sauve picks it up, circles back into the triangle across for Anderson, and that is a crease violation against Thunder. So it'll be coming back with 6:05 left in the fourth quarter. RATH needs to strike quickly here. They need 3 goals just to tie. And the Thunder triangle has been pretty impressive, not giving away a lot of opportunity. Brewster to Gillespie. Gillespie in for Wheeler. Wheeler with a turn shot. Just missed the net. Nice play. Brown now. Oh, they're going 4 in. So Nystrom is out of the net. And the RATH are trying to get a bit of an advantage by pulling their goalie. And Nystrom's back in now as the Thunder set up in the offensive zone. This is Bouchard. Bouchard falls over, and Kemp backhand shot. Doesn't hit the net, I think, but gets a reset anyways. Now RATH are away with it. Gillespie in for Brown. Brown backhand shot. McDonald with a save. And I think she went out of the crease, so it's going to be a RATH ring. 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Meyer setting up. Anderson with it. Anderson across to Will, so 4 in again for the RATH. Back to Will, over, shot and a goal! Anderson. Same goal as Bouchard scored, as Wheeler scored. It's a hard shot into that corner. It's like 3 goals the exact same. So RATH pulling their goalie, getting 4 in, and that paid off with a goal to come within 2 now. Thunder starting with it. Now that's Hodge. Hodge into the offensive zone, into the corner. Marlborough checking, and Will and Marlborough teaming up there. Bit of a scrum battle. Nobody has it still, and Simser comes away with it. They did get a reset in there, so 30 seconds for Thunder now. Hannison with it. Hannison over to Parody. Parody is checked hard. Manages to get the ring across to Gustafson. Gustafson streaking in, loses it off her stick to Meyer. Ung comes back to help out. Ung is muscled out by Parody, no call. Apparently the refs have put their whistle away as Parody gets upended and no call there either. They call it 4 in, intentional 4 in or just 4 in? I think it was 4 in against Thunder. 4:07 left. Nystrom has a lead off to the bench if the Wrath can get set up in the offensive zone. Rock's going to start with it. Rock back to Armstrong. Armstrong with a long pass into an open corner finds Brewster. Brewster is going to give it to Sauvé. Nystrom is on the bench, so there's 4 in. Over to Hemstreet. Hemstreet to Sauvé. Sauvé back to Hemstreet over to Brewster. Nobody wants to shoot. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Brewster in tight for Sauvé. Hemstreet needs to get a shot off and just gets the shot off. Nystrom off. Back into the bench, or back into the net as the Thunder get across center ice. A big check there by Rock. Rock is going to send Brewster up. Brewster gets upended and the refs find their whistle for that one. Brewster tripped up, so they are going to go power play for the Wrath. Takasaki's asking, why are you calling that one now, I guess, but 3:18 in the fourth quarter. Wrath are going to go 4 in with the player advantage. BC Thunder is going to call a timeout, I think, to talk things over. Ewan gets the penalty for Thunder and wants to go talk to her bench because she will get out. Oh no, guess not. All right, so plans are made. Wrath are going 4 in. Meyer's going to start with the ring. Thunder have their triangle set up. Brown across, dangerous pass, almost picked off. Brewster picks it up off the boards. Brewster to Anderson. Anderson across to Brown. Brown in the slot. Went through 2-3 skates there and picked up by Anderson. Now a shot. Rebound is there. Meyer gets the shot off. And Nystrom is off the bench. Says Thunder are away with it. Still down a player, so Wrath should be pressing hard here through neutral ice. Brewster picking it up. Brewster to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Meyer. Meyer. Nystrom is on the bench. Wheeler goes for a change, and they're going to call another penalty on Anderson. Doesn't see. 103. And they're calling a penalty roughing against somebody on the Thunder. So now the Wrath are going to be 2-player advantage. Bouchard gets it. Hemstreet. So they're going to go 4-on-2. That is, don't see that. I haven't seen that. I can't remember the last time I saw that. Hemstreet over to Rock blocks it at center ice. Battle for it. Keeps it. Oh no, it's a carryover. What a battle there by Thunder. So they're going to get an offensive zone ring. Nystrom back in the net. I think that was Parody just muscling behind the net for Parody. RATH needs to send 2 on. Brewster on Parody. "14 seconds on the shot clock." There they go. Now Parody is, they're going to call that a penalty on Hemstreet, so they get a fresh reset on the clock, and that'll do it for the 2-player advantage. 10 seconds left on the first penalty to Ewan. So she's going to come back out. Great play here by the Thunder to really control the ring. And it's going to be even strength. The RATH can't get the ring. Hemstreet's going to get it for tripping or hooking. And she will probably be in the box for the rest of the game, I guess. 1:13 left in the game. 54 seconds left on the penalty to Bouchard, so they're going to have a player advantage in about 20 seconds. And that is an interesting pass by Thunder. They managed to regroup in the neutral zone. And I think the Thunder is happy just to skate this around for 30 seconds as the RATH are trying to turn it over again. And can't catch these speedy Thunders. Long shot is going to hit the side of the net. No reset, and Nystrom's going to get a goalie ring. So RATH with one last charge. Marlborough skates into traffic, gets it up to Gillespie. Gillespie finds, nope. Couldn't get it through the skates of Takasaki there. And then Takasaki turns it around. It's in roll wide open. Good save. Great shot by Crow and a good save by Nystrom. Sauve's coming away with it. Sauve gets it up to Gillespie. Gillespie trying to find Sauve. Nice soft pass. Sauve stops and gets the shot, and Kemp's going to draw a penalty. 6.2 seconds left. The Thunder were on a power play, so their second penalty had expired. And now the Thunder are going to get another penalty. Kemp, I believe, but I think Thunder is safely going to win this one with only 6.2 seconds left in the game. Oh, they got 2 penalties. So Thunder get 2 penalties right at the end of the game on the drive by RATH, I guess. I didn't see that. Takasaki. Oh, nice shot there by RATH. They got the ring around, got the shot off, but it missed the net. So 7-5 is the final. Thunder over RATH. Good game, lots of speed, and guess we'll see you guys tomorrow for another game. RATH play the Heat. I'm not sure what time it is, but check the schedule, and we'll see you tomorrow.